A guten Erev Shabbos. Today's Insight I'm recording in front of one of the outstanding Jewish day schools here in Pittsburgh, the Hillel Academy. As you can see, they're under construction. Hashem should help that within a short time, all the students should be able to return to the building. These past few weeks have been difficult ones for the community here in Pittsburgh. We've lost numerous people. 3 weeks ago, the young 13-year-old Yitzi Satovsky passed away. Yitzi was a sweet and charming, wonderful 13-year-old bacher. One of the last requests he had was that a Sefer Torah should be written for him. This alone indicates the type of person that he was and the type of neshama that he had. Last week, Mrs. Rina Itzkowitz passed away. Mrs. Itzkowitz, Alaa Shalom, and her husband, Larichas Yamim, were proud parents of wonderful, wonderful children who learned here at Hillel Academy. Mrs. Itzkowitz was a kind, positive, friendly individual whose adherence to mitzvahs and to halacha was exemplary. Until the end of her life, she had halachic inquiries of her rabbis how to deal with her medical situation. And finally, last week, we lost Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Itkin, who was in charge of kashrus in the community and taught at the Mesivta in yeshiva schools of Pittsburgh for over 40 years, inspiring the Bachrim to grow in their connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He was an individual that exuded the joy of life, the joy of Yiddishkeit. We're all reeling from this loss and the pain of those who passed away. And it begs the question, how do we find comfort during times like this? This week's Parsha is very, very interesting. On one hand, Yaakov Avinu passes away, and at the end, Yosef passes away. And yet, the name of the Parsha is Vayechi Yaakov, and Yaakov lived. At the conclusion of the Parsha, we say, Chazak, Chazak, v'nis chazek. Let us be strong, let us strengthen each other. The answer is found in the Gemara. The Gemara says about Yaakov Avinu, Mazare b'chayim, afhu b'chayim. If Yaakov's children are alive, then Yaakov's alive. It is the job of the children, it's the job of the family, it's the job of the community. As the Pasuk says in Koheles, V'achai yitin alibay, those who are living, study the conduct, the behavior of those who passed away, and incorporate those behaviors into our own lives. That's how we keep them alive. That's how we find comfort. There's another point. The original Hillel Hazaken, who this school is named after, once summed up all of Yiddishkeit by saying, Madaloch sani lechavrach lesavid. What you don't want done to you, you should not do to somebody else. Basically, the idea of Avas Yisrael. At a time like this, it's important, it's crucial for our community to recognize and embrace each other. Although we daven in different shuls, although we dress slightly differently, although we have different nuschos, nonetheless, we're all part of Klal Yisrael. Chazak, chazak, v'nis chazek means when we strengthen each other, when we share in each other's simchas, when we encourage each other, we participate in shiurim together. Chazak, chazak. The community, the collective whole of the Jewish community of Pittsburgh is nischazek. We become strengthened and we find comfort. May the neshamas all have an aliyah. May the entire community of Pittsburgh and all of Klal Yisrael find comfort. And may we all be blessed with a wonderful Shabbos.